Hey, it's her Astrology coming to you with your 12-week love reading. Pick a pile, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. You can pause the video to see if you get a vibe here, and the timestamps will be linked in the comments section. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and check out some of my other videos. And remember, this is a general reading and may not resonate, and if it does, just leave a comment and let me know. Thank you. Okay, so if you chose pile 1, I've already laid out the cards and shuffled off camera. You chose the grey stone with white stripes. We were going to be doing your next 12-week love reading and following it through. Okay, so week 1, you have the 8 of Wands. Let's pick these up. And this is all about having some kind of new idea and coming up with a new challenge. And there's going to be some movement in week 1. This card is a fire sign and is represented by Sagittarius. So a lot of fire energy in week 1. Some movement, some kind of new idea, and some kind of challenge within love. Week 2, we then have the King of Pentacles. This is the earth sign, and this is all about your efforts now paying off. So in week 2, you reap those benefits and you get that abundance in week 2. And this again could represent an actual person, so this could actually be an older earth sign man. In week 3, you have the Hanged Man. Now, this is all about actually some kind of suspense. You are waiting, you are literally waiting to see what this other person will do. So is it this guy, this person coming in, this abundant person coming into your life? Are you waiting to see what they do? Or is it somebody new? Okay, week 4, you have the Queen of Wands. This could actually be a woman. This is some kind of maybe sometimes overbearing, a pretty self-confident woman. She's passionate, she's independent, she is the epitome of feminism and feminine. So again, this is fire sign, which leads in with the Sagittarius at the beginning. This could be you could be a fire sign, or it could be a fire sign that you are dealing with. Week 5, we have the 8 of Swords. Now this is actually all about being patient, feeling a little bit like you may now be powerless because of this overbearing Queen of Wands potentially in week 4. This is represented by Gemini, and you're being cautious. Don't overthink things, but just be a little bit more cautious at the moment and be patient, and you are not powerless. You still have your power, you just need to wait a moment, okay? Week 6, you have the Chariot. This is Cancer. Water sign, and this is all about actually things now moving quite quickly, speedy affairs, but there is some anxiety linked with that, and this could lead back into the 8 of Swords here and you being a little bit overthinking and overcautious. Okay, moving on down, then we're now into week 7, and you have the 6 of Pentacles, and this is Taurus. You just now need to be aware of your worth. Anxiety, things moving really fast. You now need to be aware of your worth. You can ask people for help. If you are struggling, ask for help, and also share love yourself and help others yourself, so it works both ways. Which then leads us into week 8, and you have the 2 of Cups. Now this is all about love and friendship. You will meet your kindred spirit in week 8 apparently, and this is represented also by Cancer. So you've now had Cancer in the Chariot when things are moving really quickly, and now you have it here as your kindred spirit. So maybe that is when you meet them in week 6, and you realise that in week 2 after knowing your worth and stopping the feeling of anxiety. And this is all to do with love and friendship, okay? Week 9, you then have the 6 of Cups. This is another water sign. This is Scorpio, and this is now all about romance and actually some nostalgia. This could be somebody from the past, meeting somebody from your past, from your childhood, having that feeling of finally being able to trust somebody, and actually being in your emotions and feeling your emotions. Moving on to week 10, you hit some kind of stopper here with this King of Swords. This is represented by air, and this person's a little bit cold. All they can think about is the work. They're in a work mindset, and maybe they drag you down a little bit that week. But then we move into week 11, and here you have the King of Wands, which is fire. We now have had the King and Queen of Wands in your reading as a pair. Again, King and Queen of Wands together any king and queen paired together normally represents a coupling of some kind. And so in week 11 you have the King of Wands, and this is fire. This is somebody who's pretty romantic, can come across quite domineering but actually inspiring. They come across warm and they will make you feel secure. And then finally for week 12, you end up here with the 10 of Wands, again a fire sign, and this is represented by Sagittarius. So you start your reading with the 8 Sagittarius and you end with the 10 Sagittarius. So actually you've gone all through these 12 weeks and you've moved up a couple of steps and come up to this a good ending if you work hard for it. This is some kind of feeling burden. Again, it could be something to do with this situation here with these two kings. Maybe there's some kind of conflict there. There's some sort of burden. You feel maybe start to feel a little bit trapped, but it is time to move on and it will be a good ending if you work hard for it. Thank you very much, pile 1. Please like and subscribe to my channel. Hey, pile 2, you chose the brown caramel stone. This is your 12-week love reading for the next 12 weeks. I already shuffled off camera and I've laid these out ready to get going. So let's dive in, shall we? So week 1, you have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And this tells us that you're dealing with an old flame here. So this could be your current relationship or someone from the past that keeps coming back and forward towards you. And actually you're feeling that you've got some kind of lack of control. You feel like you're not in control of yourself or of the situation, but a difficult change is about to happen, and it's some kind of negative phase for you right now in this week. So then moving on to week 2, you have the Ace of Wands. So this is a positive card. This is back to front. You have the Ace of Wands, and the Ace of Wands is all about like a new beginning, something suddenly arising, something's coming forward. You are determined, you now have this courage, and it can also represent like a lifelong friendship. So maybe this past flame you're dealing with could be causing you what this negativity is, but then somebody new is coming in to you. This sudden new beginning with somebody is happening in week 2. Week 3, we go into the King of Cups. This is represented by water, so this could be a Cancer, Pisces or Scorpio. This Ace of Wands is also fire, so this could be Aries, Leo or Sag that you're dealing with. This King of Cups is in reverse. So this King of Cups is coming across cold. They're coming across a bit uncaring. So I feel a little bit like there might be some kind of balance going on here. I feel that you might be dealing with 2 people. Because when we move into week 4, you now have the 3 of Swords in reverse. Now the 3 of Swords in reverse is about heartbreak and potentially some kind of third party. So are you in a third party and you're dealing with 2 people? Are they keeping you in a third party, right? This is represented by Libra, the air. And this is some kind of painful experience you're going through right now. Someone's cheating. That's what it looks like to me. There's some cheating going on here. We move on here to week 5 with the Knight of Pentacles, and this guy is all about stability and some security and some kind of respite. Maybe there is maybe, I mean, this guy is moving. Are they persevering? Will there be a discovery about what's happening in week 4? They're moving away from whatever this is in the past. They're facing forward. They're moving forward into week 6, which is the Ace of Swords in reverse. This is represented, I should say Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign, so that could be Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. Moving on into week 6 is the Ace of Swords, and this is an air sign. So you had air before, you were dealing with air, whatever this third party was. There's an element of air again here, and this is actually some kind of separation. This is a difficult time that you're going through here. So you've kind of gone, again, in and out. This is like an emotional roller coaster right now. Some difficulty, happiness, bit difficulty, bit of respite, bit of quiet time, bit of perseverance, you know, feeling strong, and then back down again we go into this difficult time, some kind of separation, because then we move into week 7 and you have the 10 of Pentacles, and this is actually all about finally this happy love, this feeling, this carefreeness, this like really happy family life. Week 8 we have the 4 of Cups in reverse, and this just tells you to be maybe a little bit cautious. So we're going back down again, you see, on this journey. Be a bit cautious of others. This is the 10 of Pentacles is Virgo, earth energy, and the 4 of Cups is Cancer, which is water energy. You've got your water energy up here. You've got another this King of Pentacles is your earth energy, this Knight of Pentacles is your earth energy, and then you have the 10 of Pentacles with that, this happiness that you're seeing. I feel that maybe your friends around you, others are not going to be so kind about this carefree attitude that you've got, this new moving on vibe that you've got potentially, and I just think you need to be careful with backstabbing friends, maybe again with this 3 of Swords in reverse here. You've also got that in the next week, which is week 9, you have Justice in reverse, and this is represented by Libra. And again, this is all about like something being not fair. There's some unbalance going on. Maybe you're being judged a little bit. People have like opinions and about your life, maybe your love life, and I'd be careful of maybe some friends that aren't actually true friends. Be careful of who you're telling stuff to here in these few weeks, week 8, week 9. Okay, moving on then into week 10, we have the 5 of Swords in reverse. This is represented by Aquarius, that's an air, and this is about some kind of power struggle, and you may feel a little bit like you're ambushed. And then it could also be there's some kind of rejection happening. Maybe you are rejecting somebody. There's this third party situation going on. You're going to reject them. Yeah? You don't need this situation anymore in your life, because then we move on to week 11 and we have the Page of Wands. He's looking away from the past as well. He's looking forward now. And the Page of Wands is a fire sign, and this is all about keeping an open mind. This is somebody who is intensely faithful. After all of this, you can even be intensely faithful to yourself. This could be representing you. And then we move on to week 12 with the Emperor, and the Emperor is actually it's quite a traditional card in the sense of like traditional marriage, that kind of thing, and it's when lovers are brought together. There's some sort of, you've got motivation, you've got ambition maybe to find, and with the help of this Knight of Pentacles, or if you've brushed them aside because of this up and down roller coaster that you've had, that you'll move forward with fire, with ambition, and with energy. Okay, that's you guys. Thank you very much. Pile 2, please like and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so pile 3, you chose the white and grey striped flat stone. This is your 12-week love reading. I already shuffled the cards off camera, so let's dive straight in, shall we? Week number 1, we start you off with the Knight of Cups. Now the Knight of Cups is a water sign, and this could be a young person who is all about the romance. They give off this romantic vibe. This could be you. There's progress here with emotions, you know, they're actually finally feeling those emotions, and it's all about grasping this opportunity. So this is what will be happening with you for you in week 1. There's some kind of opportunity, maybe with a water sign, that you need to grasp this opportunity, right? It's coming straight in for you. Week 2, you have the World, and the World is all about life itself, okay? And this is feeling of accomplishment. You've accomplished something. You're finally finding yourself. You are finally finding you. We move on now into week 3, and you have the Lovers in reverse. And now this actually does represent some kind of conflict, and it could also mean like promiscuity and maybe infidelity in a way. So be a little bit cautious of that. Be mindful of what you are doing, and you know, as we move through, this may shed some light on what's going on there. Week 4, you then have strength. You have strength, and it's in the reverse. And now, the Lovers is represented by Gemini, I should say, and then strength here is represented by Leo. Now, Leo, the strength sign in the reverse could actually be a bit of a struggle. So here you have some kind of conflict with yourself. You end up being a bit promiscuous, maybe. You might be a bit deceptive maybe in your partnership. This Knight of Cups hopefully coming in isn't the person doing that to you, or you're not doing that to them. Because then in week 4 you still have this kind of struggle, and it can also be a little bit lustful. So it's still this similar pattern going here with the Lovers and the strength both in the reverse. There's some kind of similar pattern, and it's actually maybe you need to now find your optimism again, maybe that you had in this beginning. You were grasping this life, this opportunity, you were grasping life by the horns kind of vibe, and then you've lost this in these next couple of weeks. Moving on then into week 5, you have the 8 of Cups, and this is all about walking away, but not in a bad way. It's kind of like reflection and walking away towards a new future. Let's say you're leaving this conflict and struggle in the past here for the last couple of weeks, and you're moving on to this new future somewhere with someone or alone, because we move on to the 5 of Pentacles actually, and that can actually mean some kind of isolation. So you going off on your own because this is happening to you. Someone was cheating on you. You finally thought life with this Knight of Cups was going your way. You had everything, and then you realise that they are a cheat, maybe. You're walking away, you're going into isolation, and you are now taking care of you, right? So moving forward then, week 7, Judgment. Judgment is all about now you are being liberated, right? You are awakening again. Here we go, back to this beginning. You have awoken, and this is now a good time to make some changes. You've self-reflected on your love life. It's now time to make some changes. The Sun in reverse for week 8 is all about maybe now having some doubts. Are you having doubts about making these changes? Are you having doubts about something? Let's find out. Week 9, the 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this is all about inexperience and maybe being a bit ignorant. You need to now work hard. You need to work at it. Okay, whatever it is that you are doing in relationship, you need to now work at this to finally have this awakening. You've made this change by the looks of things. You now need to work at it. It's not just going to fall into your lap. Okay, you need to make some changes too. Week 10, the 2 of Swords. Now this is all about I should have said the 8 of Pentacles was Virgo, and now the 2 of Swords is Libra, and this is now you starting to balance out. There's a little bit of indecision, but you will start to balance out, and maybe there's a case of like, who will you choose kind of vibe. Were you flicking between a Gemini and a Leo here? Who will you choose? Will you choose you? Okay, week 11, the 2 of Wands in reverse. And now this is all about some kind of inner conflict, okay? But also a little bit of opposition from people on the outside. You know, are you revisiting something from your past? Are you making choices within your relationships and people are being like, nah, you shouldn't do that? Again, you then need to listen to yourself. Let's move on to week 12, which is the Four of Swords in the reverse. Now this normally in the upright is you just taking a breather, taking a break, and this is exactly the same in the reverse. It's coming to a standstill, maybe not necessarily a standstill that you would like. I'm actually going to just shuffle the remainder of the cards and just see if I can pull one more card for a clarification. This guy just slid straight out the pack. Let me see. Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is now here to clarify this Four of Swords for us. Now, a knight comes in as some kind of movement, right? Now, the Knight of Swords is all about fast progress. It's all about communication and ideas. And this is now some sort of honesty, right? So there's something coming in here. There's honesty coming in. And this will help you make whatever decision this is. You've had some inner conflict, you've had opposition from other people. This Knight of Swords, this is an air sign, could be Gemini, Aquarius and Libra, is coming in here to help you make your mind up, help you. You start here with the Knight of Cups, all about emotion, and here with the Knight of Swords, all about your words and the way that you communicate. That's it for you, pile 3. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, let me know which pile you picked. Thanks guys.